Hello students, welcome to MGC Learning. In subject IT, chapter Emerging Technologies, we were learning about the technology cloud computing. So today, in the second part of cloud computing, we will be learning the types and benefits of cloud computing. In the previous session, we learned about the definition and the three models of cloud computing. In this session, we will be learning about the types of cloud computing and the benefits of cloud computing. Let's begin with the types of cloud computing first. There are three basic types of clouds, that is public cloud, private cloud, and the hybrid cloud. So first we will see the first one, the public cloud. It is a standard cloud computing model where the resources provided by a service provider are shared across different clients. Resources provided by the service provider. Now, what are the resources here? You can consider your hardware, networking, storage services, connections, that is interfaces, and the applications. So it is a standard cloud computing model where all these resources are provided by the service provider, are shared across different clients. It is open to all to store and access information via the internet using the pay per usage method. It is owned by the cloud service provider. We are not owning it. So in public cloud, all the services and supporting infrastructure are managed off-site over the internet and shared across multiple users. For example, you have Amazon AWS, Microsoft Azure, Gmail, Google Cloud Platform, or Google App Engine. All these companies provide both services and infrastructure which are shared by all the customers. Some advantages of public cloud are: public cloud is owned at a lower cost. You pay only for what you are using, not more than that. It is easier to integrate. Hence, it offers a better flexibility approach to the customers. It is highly scalable as per the requirement of computing resources. That is, resources can be increased and reduced on demand. It is accessible by the general public, so there is no limit to the number of users. If you consider some pros, there are some cons also of the public cloud. First one is it is less secure, because now when it is the name public, accessible to all, it will be generally less secure because resources are shared publicly to all and it cannot be used for private and sensitive information. Second, performance depends upon high speed internet network and linked to the cloud provider. And third one, the client has no control of the data. Since it is a public cloud, service providers manage everything on it. Second is the private cloud. As the name suggests, private cloud has all the resources dedicated to your application. It can be either from cloud service provider or your company data center. So it is also called internal or the corporate cloud. It functions for single organization on a private network and is secure. It gives complete control for the data security and the privacy. It provides IT services through the internet or a private network to selected users rather than the general public. So all the data is protected behind the firewall. The cloud is responsible for both software and infrastructure, making this less economical than the public cloud. Example you can consider is all the corporate IT departments. Some advantages of the private cloud are it provides a high level of security and privacy to the users. Resources are dedicated and not shared with anyone. So it is highly secure. Second, it offers better performance with its improved speed and the space capacity. Third, since private and managed by the organization itself, the organization has full control over the cloud. So there is no need for the organization to depend on anybody. Fourth, it is suitable for organizations that require a separate cloud for their personal use, and data security is the first priority. And some disadvantages are skilled people are required to manage it and operate the cloud services. Private cloud is accessible within the organization, so the area of operations is limited and it is costlier than a public cloud and it requires some IT expertise to manage it. So this was about the private cloud. The third one is the hybrid cloud. It's a combination of both public cloud and the private cloud. You can host your public service in the public cloud and confidential and sensitive data related services in the private cloud. It offers very flexible and comprehensive benefit to both the models. The clouds in a hybrid environment communicate over an encrypted connection and allow for the portability of data and applications. The hybrid cloud is partially secure because services which are running on public cloud can be accessed by anyone, while services which are running on private cloud can be accessed only by the organization's users. So here also you can consider your Google applications as an example. Gmail, Google Apps, your Google Drive, or of Office 365, Amazon Web Services. All these are the examples you can consider in the type of hybrid clouds. Some advantages which you can consider here are it is suitable for organizations that require more security than the public cloud. You can continue to run confidential processes in the private cloud. It helps you to deliver new products and services more quickly. Hybrid cloud offers flexible resources because of public cloud and secure resources because of the private cloud. So you have a choice to choose the cloud infrastructure. Some disadvantages are in hybrid cloud, security feature is not as good as the private cloud. Managing a hybrid cloud is complex because it is difficult to manage more than one type of deployment model. In this type, the reliability of the services also depend on the cloud service providers. Therefore, the hybrid cloud model is more custom built to cater to needs of an organization. So, these were the three types of clouds with their definition, advantages, disadvantages and example. Let's move further to the next subtopic of cloud computing, that is benefits of cloud computing. First one, cost saving. Cloud computing solutions are inexpensive than the actual overall infrastructure setup for the IT services. By using cloud infrastructure, you don't have to spend huge amounts of money on purchasing and maintaining equipment. You don't have to invest in hardware facilities or building for a large data center to grow your business. You don't have to hire staff to handle data center operations because work is done by the cloud provider staff. Cloud also reduces costs related to downtime, that is, the loss of power or the network related issues. Second, data security. Security is a major concern of every business nowadays. Cyber crimes can devastate a company's revenue and brand positioning. So, here the cloud offers many advanced security features that guarantee that data is securely stored and handled. Cloud storage providers implement protection like authentication, access control, and encryption for you. So the sensitive information in the cloud is protected. Third one is mobility. Mobile means movable. You know that. Cloud computing allows mobile access to corporate data via the smartphones and devices, which is a great way to ensure that no one is ever left out of the loop. It is portable because the users can access data anytime and anywhere as required. Staff with busy schedules or who live a long way from corporate office can use this feature to keep up to date with clients and co-workers. Resources in the cloud can be easily stored, retrieved, recovered, or processed in any corner of the world as long as you stay connected to the internet. Fourth one is data recovery. Storing your data in the cloud guarantees that data is always available even if your equipment is damaged. That is, cloud infrastructure can also help you with loss prevention. If you upload your data to cloud, it remains accessible for any computer with internet connection. Fifth one is control. What if your important documents go in the wrong hands? Where are you going to find it? Here, the cloud enables you complete visibility and control over your data. You can easily decide which users have what level of access to what data. Staff will easily know what documents are assigned to them. It will also ease collaboration of different documents since one document is worked on by different people. And so no need to have multiple copies for each person. So there is a proper control over the assignment of the documents to the staff. So these were some of the benefits of cloud computing. By using a cloud-based solution, an enterprise can prevent a lot of problems that rely on on-premises infrastructure. Enterprises recognize cloud computing benefits and see how they impact their production, their collaboration, the security, and the revenue. So this was about the topic cloud computing. Here, combining the previous and today's session, we have covered the definition, examples, the three models of cloud computing, and the three types of cloud computing with their benefits. This completes the second emerging technology from this chapter, that is cloud computing. Thank you.